These guys have had 15 years to solve this without players. They failed.
Do you guys remember the story of the gamers that disappeared from their table 15 years ago?
Urban legend that's as fake as the steam tunnel scare.
Actually, this one's all true. And you're holding their original character sheets right now.
Rogar, former barbarian scourge of West Haven, now a convicted
felon twice over and a homeless alcoholic with an anger problem. What the hell, Megan?
I have an idea. But it's going to take all of us working together. The main controls for the university's surveillance system are housed in the server room.
Where's my feed, Magellan?
Magellan will hack into the system, which should give us access to the campus security.
Why can't I just use another spell?
Hacking, magic, just do your thing.
Why'd you steal his pants?
Which games do you remember forever? The ones where your character wins some imaginary gold? Or the ones where they grew into something greater than the stats on a character sheet?
No.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there.
Did it
Or
work?
hear you there.
Or hear you.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear me now?
I hear you. I don't.
I don't
No, there's.
hear you.
there's
We
I-
don't hear you. That'd be really weird.
Wow.
We can hear them.
It's so distracting, right?
It's okay. We'll only last a quarter of the show. You know, that's all right. We still got
We
three
can,
quarters
we
of the
can
show.
rally.
We can rally.
We can definitely rally here.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Reliables on the Zombie RVs Entertainment channel on Twitch. Reliably experiencing technical difficulties since day one. That's right, folks. If you want to see stuff glitch, freak out, fail, this is the show for you. We also, in between all of these terrible failings, play a tabletop RPG.
We do.
Sometimes.
Totes.
And not only do we
Look
play a
at-
tabletop RPG, but you can play alone.
Oh, everyone is on one mic? Interesting.
Everyone's on one mic.
Everyone's on one mic.
We should all say it at the same time.
Well, did Mike consent?
Hope he has a safe word.
Mine's empanada.
James is an angry, muttering speaker. Volume. Mutter, mutter, mutter. Mutter, mutter, mutter.
Everyone's on one speaker.
Mutter, 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 mutter.
Mutter, mutter, mutter.
I like it when he grumbles because he sounds like Yosemite Sam, but like uncensored.
Oh.
So, tell me about this tabletop role-playing game that we play occasionally.
Well, it's Savage Worlds!
Dun,
That's
dun,
right,
dun.
from Pinnacle Entertainment Group, Savage Worlds! The everything RPG, every setting, every type of game, all of them can be found here in Savage Worlds!
I like the way you say Savage Worlds.
Yeah,
It's
could
really
you say it
cool.
again?
Huh. So everyone but me sounds normal. Huh. Maybe it's just my microphone.
Oh,
Can
all
you
right.
hear me now?
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
Do I sound normal? No.
That works.
Do I sound like I usually do? Because we all know I never sound normal. No?
Nothing?
No, nothing, nothing.
Not a thing?
Streamcat, can you hear me?
Well, now you sound like an ASMR podcaster.
All right, I'm out. I'm out.
Can't do it?
You got to. Think about the rewrites.
Just yell. We'll
Come
all,
on,
we'll all
buddy,
pick
you
it
can
up.
do it.
Yell loud enough we can use all of our mics.
Well,
Hey, I've been working out. You don't need to poke fun at my gains.
He usually uses Tide, I think.
Not enough protein.
while we're fixing that up, does Xander want to do the story?
I would love to
Xander
do the
should do the
story.
story.
Yeah.
Do the
Do
story.
the store, Xander.
So when we're playing this game called Savage Worlds,
Savage Worlds.
there are a number of ways in which you can influence the events of the story.
How?
Tell us more.
You do it by purchasing things in the store. Things like the shout out, #shout. With a shout out, you can convey a message to us and the viewers at home that will be then read out by a robotic voice. It's a lot of fun. You should try it sometime. And it's quite affordable. We also have #Bork.
Bork?
A Benny saved. Is it, are we? So I don't know if that's still in effect or not. Is it?
Nope.
Okay. A Benny saved is a Benny earned.
Good.
We use bennies to soak damage, re-roll, rolls. It's massively beneficial for us to have those
Beneficial.
in our back pocket. So if you want to help us out, bennies are always appreciated. We also have to have the jam that works, #jam. If you want to give James the equivalent of a benny, you can do that too. I'm not gonna hold it against you.
I will.
I'll give James a Benny.
I mean,
sure.
we're kind of like pro gamers over here, and sometimes, we need a little more challenge just to keep it interesting.
Because we're just so good.
We're just so good.
So good.
Oh my
So,
God, so good.
If you
Oh
want
my gosh.
you can throw a couple speed bumps our way, that's how you do that.
I feel like they missed an opportunity for a great hashtag, Benny Dick.
Oh, man.
Well, if you want to shake up the initiative that we draw via cards, you can get a win, lose, or draw, #draw. And that can be also very important because in this game, initiative really does count for quite a lot. Those initial circumstances in a battle, very important.
We can also use them to make him redraw, which is nice.
Yeah, send him to the back of the line. You can also, my personal favorite, the Dance Magic Dance. If you want to see the moves that I've been practicing all summer,
Like Jagger?
the moves like Aaron Yeager, you can
They're big moves.
do the Dance Magic Dance.
You got the moves like Jägermeister.
It's a lot of fun. Royalty free. You can also get a story time. Boo-boo-boo.
Excellent.
Get that lovely backstory that might come up organically otherwise, but might not. So if you really want to know everything about us, you want to get those story times. And we also have a reliable source. You want an office-style confessional from us? Get us to spill the tea, the pink lemonade, the shade. That's how you can get that going. And we also have
rapping for a second.
Right?
you can also get hashtag edgelord, getting an education. If you want James to be able to buff a whole bunch of mooks all at once with some sort of crazy edge, and give us an early time, that's how you do that. My second favorite, or sometimes my favorite, rule of cool. We all lay out some super ambitious, crazy plan for how we want to resolve a situation. You vote on who gets to just do it, and everyone else still has to attempt their crazy plan. It's a lot of fun.
The only thing that I heard was do it.
Yeah,
We can't use just do it, though. I think it's taken.
Nope, no, it's
No.
not. I've never even heard
Never
that.
heard-
Before. That's
okay, all right.
perfectly original.
Perfect original.
Last but not least, we have the hack attack.
Do it.
You want to have a permanent impact on the game. You want to leave your mark, make a name for yourself, be a big shot. You want to be a big shot? That's how you do it. Get a hack attack. You can introduce elements, plot points, characters, setting changes. Explosions, tornadoes, floods. You can do
Captain
that.
Planet.
And yeah, that's the story.
Thank you. And since we're in a world where you can't hear a word that I'm saying, will someone please bring them up to date on the story so far?
Oh, okay. Who? Me?
Any one of
Yeah,
you,
it's gonna be
please.
All right. I guess it's gonna be me.
Everything is crashing and burning right now.
Yeah, what's happening to the cameras? That's weird.
Yeah, that's not something I've seen before.
That's a new one.
Well, hey, let me tell you what's been going on in the Reliables the last couple.
Hey, tell us more.
The last couple episodes. Things get darker and darker every episode. It's
Clearly.
a theme that we are doing now that we are trying to represent visually through bad tech.
Through excellent tech, wonky computer.
Sorry, yes, excellent tech, bad tech person.
Oh, wow.
What? No.
It's immersive.
Come on, we all have to
Strike
stop.
that.
we have to-
Reverse it.
We have to
Oh,
stop.
hey, there
have
we
to-
are.
We have to stop pretending like this is our fault somehow. Really, there's a person to blame, and that's. Oh no, everything's better now. Okay, well, shit. I've got no one to blame.
So what's happening in the story, Christian?
I'm glad that you asked. Well, last time we left, Leo was messing everything up.
Wow.
No, in the Reliables, this far we've been using this season to kind of enact our plan of heistiness. And so the first time we went, we stole a dragon and all the dragon's horde, and that was pretty cool. And we had to deal with Borks, and then we had to say Bork a whole bunch. And this last episode, the pilots had to go and meet with avatars who were on the council. So they went and they met with Professor Richard Gatling and saved him from some bandits.
Yeah.
And got on in his good graces by helping save other people as well. Then they went to 668, where the Sentinel City is, and we're going to talk to Butch, only to land at his house and discover that his house had been blown up, and that all of his children were missing. And then Butch came down and he saw the guys, and he's like, "Hey, you, where are my kids at?"
And we were like, I don't, you have kids?
Yeah, and then he acted like a vice principal for several minutes, and then the show was over.
Well, Dominion showed up.
Yeah.
The minion exploded.
And then Dominion promptly exploded after telling Butch he couldn't get anywhere.
Which is
near
the
kids.
best way to have a minion.
All over
It seemed like
everything?
Dominion didn't plan on exploding, though. I mean,
They
I've
never
had
did.
those.
No, they hate that.
probably
Yeah, they
didn't
do.
read the
Learn to
fine
plan
print of the
ahead.
contract. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember,
planning
if you
on-
plan on being a minion, read the fine print in the
I've
contract.
had those experiences. You're a lot more excited than you think you are.
Yeah. So yeah, yet again, the Baker School for the Talented is blown up. Not the first time, probably not the last time.
No, but the first time this episode, and that's what really matters.
Yeah, particularly as, you know, Abigail, Titan herself, is currently out on Titan business, and the one thing she made Butch promise What was that?
Don't burn down the mansion.
Don't burn. And yet,
Here we are.
there it is. Mansion burnt down. Kids missing. Exploded minion.
Banana. Oh wait, no, different minion. Sorry. What did you want from me?
I don't know, originality?
Wow, Christian. You fucked up on casting, my dude.
No way.
I think that's on you.
I've got all
Cowabunga, eat
I've
my
got all the
shorts.
bestesses. I've got the bestesses, castesses in the whole world.
That's the one. All right, so.
Well, you've got a Butch, you know, what you're here for. But he seems a little distracted.
Yeah!
Hey, buddy.
Don't do that.
Hey.
No, whoa, we are not friends, little goblin.
But we could. Goblin, yes. Oh my God. Everybody goes for like a rodent or halfling.
No,
first.
not
yeah.
furry enough for that. And the, yeah. Whew.
Are you feeling things? That
I
sounded
am,
like
I
a
am,
feeling
I am,
things
I am
thing.
so mad right now, little goblin.
Oh. Mad.
Rock guy.
Yes.
Oh God, tell me that's not your superhero name. Please tell me that's not. No, never mind. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. How long have y'all been here?
About 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Give or take a second.
Thank you.
Like we got here, saw the flames, and we were like, "Damn, that's a lot of flames." And then you showed up and got mad, and we were like, "Damn, that's a lot of anger." And we're all just kind of getting on to the same page here. So, do you want some help with your kids?
What do you mean?
Well, they're missing.
You mean I can't handle taking care of my? They're missing, but they. Oh God, I have no idea where they are.
What, the minion said that they were with the bad dude, right?
Yeah, the bad dude.
Yeah, the bad dude. So we go.
We go get the bad dude.
We go get the bad dude.
And get your kills back. And fix your house, and it's all good then, right?
Yeah, no, all of that would be great.
It would be great.
So
I'd
let's
say
do
let's
it.
do it then. Jolly good.
And what do you want out of this exactly?
What?
You just have. Are you potential students? What am I looking for here? What's the angle?
Oh, friends.
We are friends. We come bearing.
I don't know.
You heard the term, you
may
wash
not
my
know this,
back, I'll
but
wash yours.
One of my good friends kept me in a mind-controlled, time-dilated stasis for hundreds of years. So I'm gonna have to say friends is not a good reason for me to do anything or let you do anything.
So this might sound like a PBS special, but like that doesn't sound like a real friend.
Real friends don't do that kind of thing.
Not without a safe word.
Okay, so I'm getting your vibe now. Are you guys like a super team from like a kids show?
Well, I mean.
No,
I'm
seriously,
not a
are you like Garanimals or something? I don't even know what's happening right now.
Well, there was this funny thing where we could only.
You look like you
really
should
say
be like
4.
floating around on a giant pirate ship in the sky.
That is kind of what we're doing.
That does sound pretty awesome, I do say. Do you happen to have one?
No,
Well then, stop being a douche and let us help you.
I'm happy to.
Excellent.
What you got, steampunk?
Well, I'd say the first thing we need to do is find out where these minions that exploded came from, which should be done quite easily with a little bit of backtracking, which I just so happen to be an expert at.
It's true. He's very good at it.
Okay, well.
Does that stoke your super senses, sir?
Totally.
Excellent. Let's proceed then.
Is this house still on fire? Like, do we need to?
Oh yes, absolutely still on fire. But there's not much left of it that's on fire. It's gonna burn out pretty quickly here.
Oh, okay. So we don't need to like call the proper authorities, stop, drop, and roll.
It exploded.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Net loss. Great. How's your insurance, by the way?
It doesn't really matter. I mean, it's not like you're going to pay the premium, right?
I mean, no. I'm trying to be a friend.
I know. All of my kids are gone, and my wife is going to be so mad. And right now, my best lead is Flintlock Holmes over there.
that is a fair assessment, I do say. am your best hope, so don't be a douche.
What do you have for the survival skill over there, Warren?
Survival, yes, indeed. I do say. Survival is a 10 plus 2.
Can I get a D10 and a D6, and let's add 2 to that?
Also, he's clearly high, right? Like,
Oh, yeah. Is there.
Yes. Warren is
We're
still
still tripping,
very
yes,
high.
indeed.
Dinner plates.
Giant dilated pupils.
I mean, I was
Very high.
gonna ask.
But it
if
seems
there
to be
was,
helping
like,
out because Warren has locked onto the trail in no
Right?
time and is following it. Where this minion came
I have
walking from.
determined that my hands are super cool.
Have you ever really looked at them? Look, tracks. Those are minion tracks, I can tell.
How can you tell?
Because the guy was wearing those same boots that made those tracks.
Oh, I was hoping it was some sort of like you
Banana.
can read the subservience in, the way the tread hits the ground. He was like walking on the outside, kind of forward, like he's kind of sneaking everywhere.
I mean, there's one set of tracks coming through the debris, and he blew up. So I could do that. Go and take the simple route first to go, look, a track.
Okay.
Next time.
Look,
I just start marching down.
they stole like 98 kids.
Right?
They had to have gotten them out of here somehow. They're not dead. I would have noticed the pieces.
It's true. And on top of that, you were able to find the tracks for this minion, but no other tracks.
Probably took them from the sky or underground.
So wherever he came from, we go there, find out how he got there, backtrack from there. And henceforth to the children.
And then there they are.
There they are.
You're making it sound real easy.
Well,
It could be.
it might
It's
just...
not more than a 15-minute walk when, nestled between a couple of hills is a VTOL jet just sitting there. Ramp down and open,
Look, a skybird.
I'm just.
painted green and red.
Don't you have like
Green and
sensors
red.
or like radar for this kind of thing?
It wasn't moving. I wasn't checking.
Yeah, no one on board, just sitting there.
Well then,
Engines are still warm.
let's go
Well, that
to-
means they had to have gotten them out of here somehow. They're not around.
Oh, is it just waiting for us? Like they came to pick us up so that they could like stage a whole thing? It's probably that, huh?
I'm gonna go check it out.
It's empty.
Well, let me accompany you, friend.
I mean, nowhere near big enough to hold all your kids anyway. Maybe 5 passengers at most. It's
But they
small.
could have got the team in.
Or minion transport.
Maybe. Yeah, somebody just landed this thing relatively recently and followed, that trail that Warren pointed out. One individual got off of this jet.
Oh, this is
Oh,
the
well,
guy
so
that blew
there's
up.
the-
This is
yeah.
the guy that blew up.
He's a
jet.
messenger.
What I said.
Oh, I wonder if there's anything in the manifest about where it came from.
Or the coordinates from whence it came.
That's what I mean.
If only someone knew how to operate technology or computers.
No idea.
I'll take a spin around the computer here.
Do you happen to have a hacking skill over there?
I do. It's an 8.
All right, I'll take a D8 and a D6. Ooh, that's
Yeah.
six aces. Oh yeah, you hacked right into
party.
the system. The password was password.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah.
Every single time with these guys.
Got it in
Terrible.
1.
Yeah, you've got the coordinates of
villains
where it came
ever.
from. You know exactly where this thing flew from. You can autopilot it right back.
Although they're not expecting it to come back because the guy exploded. Man, they're just leaving ships around?
Yeah, that implies something not good at all for me.
Or very stupid villains.
Also
That's
possibility?
actually par for the course. I don't mind stupid villains. I do mind ones that have the ability to just leave, I'm assuming, very expensive stealth
So
jets.
rich
Just-
villains.
Bad
That's
accounting.
some trust
I
fund
mean,
bullshit
custom paint
right
job.
there.
That means that his whole fleet is probably painted the same way.
Can I get another D8 and D6 rolled, please?
That's
All right,
gonna
thank
be
you.
for my language skills, right?
Nope.
Oh.
Do I just have do I have the coordinates for where the autopilot would return it, or do I just have an autopilot?
You have an origin, but you can autopilot, or you can manually pilot.
Okay.
Can we
But I have
latitude
the
and longitude that up before we start flying?
Yeah, it's fancy enough.
Well, I know where it came from. We can take the jet, or we could find another way.
No, let's go.
Anyone know how to fly?
Where are we going?
Oh, I know how to fly.
Say where it came from.
With a piloting skill.
No,
It
just
can't be
just
that
just get in.
Okay.
Apparently, Butch has this handled.
You got like a latitude and longitude?
Yep, yeah, precise coordinates.
I can find that.
Without even engaging the engine. the V2O
Everybody,
lifts
yeah,
up into the
definitely
air.
buckle up.
I buckle my seatbelt.
Yeah, and it moves fast up into the air, way faster than it could being propelled by engine power.
I did not buckle my seatbelt and am currently gripped onto the back of whatever seat Butch is in for dear life, being like, dang, friend, you really know how to do whatever that is that you're doing.
Lots of practice. You didn't buckle in, did you?
Sure did not.
I can tell because you're pulling my hair.
Ah! Nice.
Yep.
Well, you never told me the safe word, so.
For this next part, it might be important to Princess buckle in.
Yeah, this is gonna get real dicey. So, you know what? I just give you a little tap. There. Now you won't let go, even on
You
accident.
can't move
Uh-oh.
at all.
Think of it like a seatbelt and an airbag.
And then the forward propulsion starts. And it doesn't, start like an acceleration like you're used to traveling in vehicles or even spaceships. It's just instantaneously moving at a ridiculously high rate of speed, which, Warren, you find distinctly uncomfortable. Paul, you scarcely notice.
Yep.
And you feel absolutely nothing.
Ah, par for the course then.
But you can see Warren's features
Just like my
stretching
heart.
back on his face.
Oh my!
Oh, you're
This
right.
is really cool. You
All right, I forgot the inertial dampener for you. Sorry, bud.
Whew. It lightens up a little bit, and you are moving extraordinarily quickly to the point where looking out the viewport makes you feel ill. And there's the briefest flash of blue, and then more brown and gray and white again, and you're in Central Europe from the United States in about a minute and a half.
This should be it.
The location before you has a lot of memories, Butch. As you come to a stop, you can see half of a mountain still there. The surrounding about 3-mile crater.
Oh, man, I helped make that.
Yeah. A lot of your friends died here.
This was a bad day. What a shitty move.
What happened here? What happened here?
Oh, we fought a big bad here. We won.
Ah, good. Well.
Lost some good people.
Oh.
Not a good day. Not a great day.
My condolences.
Could you maybe unfreeze my friend?
Oh, yeah. There
Oh,
you go.
okay. Thank you.
Going down.
And you come to a landing almost as fast as you took off. Wow, you crossed over half the world in a minute and a half.
Well,
That's a new experience.
that was trippy. Could use a drink.
That I don't do.
Didn't offer you one.
No, I mean, I don't make drinks. I don't have a power that makes drinks.
There's a bottle back there, I think, that, anyway.
Oh, go ahead.
There you
Have
go.
at it.
There's
It's,
half a mountain here where the other half is, well, who knows? And
That's a
remains
lot of dirt.
There's a structure that's kind of poking out of that mountain. Some of it looks old,
Oh,
some of it's fresh
yeah.
and added on.
Evil
And
lair.
It is disturbingly, frighteningly, Butch. It's all of that very geometrical, perfect shapes. Even the new construction is that perfect geometrical shapes
Oh boy, copycats.
put
Great.
together.
I'd love to see the
Exactly.
Zillow on this.
Somebody really likes math.
Yeah, no, his name was Cronus. He was a
No.
really powerful meta-human. He's who we fought here, in fact. A lot of this is new, though. Looks like he's got some kind of copycat wannabe going on. It happens with the bigger villains sometimes. Eventually, somebody will come and take over. And he was a big deal while he was around. He really gave us
In
a
his
lot
time?
of problems. It wasn't that long ago.
The legend in his own lunchtime. I see what you were doing. Yeah. Almost time, yeah.
Paul, you vaguely recall reading some of the files about it, about Adventures of the Masters of the Metaverse. Apparently an individual who could atomically and subatomically manipulate molecules and
was a bad scene.
Yeah. Attempt to, like, remake this metaverse completely.
Almost got away with it, too.
Those damn kids.
That meddling dog.
Killed hundreds of superpowered beings in a epic climactic battle that the Masters of the Metaverse were involved in.
Good times.
Sounds rather destructive.
I just want to say, I know you've probably heard this before, but on behalf of the metaverse in general, thank you.
Oh, yeah, no, they gave me a medal. I have a picture of it on my phone. It's, probably blown up.
Blown up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice phone, those.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. They can actually call my wife on this no matter where in the galaxy she is, so these Titan.
But you're waiting to do that because you don't want to tell her that the house is blown up? Is that...
Right, yeah, no.
So like, if non-Euclidean geometry is horrifying, does that make this super third grade geometry pedestrian? Thinking, hashtag fourth wall.
Very regular, you know.
Yeah,
Amazing.
it looks like there's a story time in the story.
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
There is a story time in there. I wonder whose that is. If only somebody could tell me so we could make that happen.
A story time.
Yeah. Don't know who it's for.
I guess it's been sitting there. And yes, the bot does work. Yeah, this is a very familiar place to you, Butch. A lot of bad things happened here. A lot of people died. You almost died here.
Really?
And your wife almost beat you to death here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
For the second time.
I don't remember that, but I hear it was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad. Pretty darn bad.
She sounds incredible.
Yeah, she's all right.
You all very distinctly killed this Cronus individual. It didn't just kill him.
Yeah, no, he's unmade. He's gone. Gone. Not coming back, not a thing. So we know it's not him, so it's a copycat.
Oh!
I've got that on pretty excellent authority.
Copycats.
In that you saw Kronos die?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So
I contributed heavily.
That's good to hear.
I will need an allergy
So it
pill. I'm allergic.
comes as a surprise, as standing on that half mountain in front of that little place, as you could see the flowing dramatic red and green, and you swear, looking, that's him, the same face plate and armor layout. Like, that's him up there. That's.
Well.
It's a pretty good copycat.
Well, shit.
And even worse, as you can see, you know what? There are 5 individuals just behind him. The outfits they're wearing are a little different, but students and adopted children of yours from the school, yeah, they look, slightly more sinister in their current outfits. They're more red, green, and blackish than the nice, tasteful uniforms you have them wear at the Baker House.
Hey, what did we say about rubber suits? Those are my kids. Those some of them.
Always apply baby powder first.
Make sure you have a good breathing tube.
Ethically sourced rubber.
Safe word.
Huh.
You know them?
Yeah, no, the kids are mine. The guy in the cape.
You let your kids run around in rubber suits?
No.
What
I
kind of school
told we
was
don't
this?
talk about rubber suits. We don't. The rubber suits are
Well, you
bad.
said-
They don't breathe. They don't breathe at all.
Well, I
They just make you look like you have muscles that you don't have. If you want the muscles, you do the work. That's what I say every single time.
Ah, yes, the work.
Yeah, they are, and they're not looking very friendly for being your kids. And well, he's looking all dramatic with the flowing robe cape thing and the metal mask on, and
Hey, you.
the voice is even the same.
All right, what gives, dude?
I needed replacements.
Is
Sort of
it,
directs behind him. You provided me with a great many.
What? No, come on. This can't be your evil plan. You're just creating an army based entirely upon my student body?
I needed some. You had an entire school full of them.
And you're using what to control them?
It's quite easy. They're very influence easy. Simple teenage minds.
So you're
And
what,
children, of course.
creating chemical imbalances, throwing them off. Oh, okay, that's great. So, what's your deal? Are you supposed to be like son of?
I'm going to remake the universe in my image.
So, like what? Like, are you son of Kronos? What is the deal?
I am Kronos.
Kronos Junior, Kronos Light Diet.
Enough of that. I am Kronos.
Yeah, he's not Kronos.
Kronos is dead.
See, even these guys aren't even from here. They don't. Even,
I cannot die.
They don't even go here, and they know that Kronos is dead.
I'm pretty sure time is a construct anyway, so like.
Flat circle, from what I hear.
Nope, Time is a real dude. Met him.
Yeah.
But not him.
No, that's just some.
I'm sure he has a TikTok.
And this time I will not rely on simply the most powerful of you, but I will rely on many of you. Numbers this time.
Going for numbers. All right. Good job. Why is. I don't understand why he is back. That doesn't make a lot of sense. You can't. Okay, if you're really Kronos. Nope, I got nothing. You
What
can't
number
be.
am I thinking of?
He's not. He's not a mind reader.
Oh, like Kronos the amazing, Kronos the
No.
I'm sorry.
Do something Kronos-y then.
Yes, what number am I thinking of?
He looks over to Warren Winston Williams, just stares at him for a moment, and your gun is now Legos.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Good enough? You can surrender now.
Wait a minute. How do you not know who I am?
You're not a Titan. You cannot defeat me.
I wasn't a Titan last time I defeated you.
You had help.
Yeah, I've got help this time.
Indeed.
Oh,
No. This guy right here has a Lego gun. What are you going to do about that?
Have you ever stepped on one of those? Those are horrible.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Trust me, I had like 80-something kids until today when you took them. So you're telling me you stole these kids today and they're already indoctrinated into your army? That can't be permanent.
Well, these ones are. I'm still working on the others.
You got 5 of 90?
It's slow going.
Slow going?
I don't know. I think the real Kronos could have done it all in one day.
I am the real Kronos!
What are you, though? Really? That's,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, he's
my
gonna
God.
pout.
Oh my
He's
God.
gonna
my
pout.
God. Hey, look at this.
Easy.
Look at that.
Hey, if you're mad at somebody, you take it out on me.
I will. That one is mine. The rest of you.
Wait.
Kill them!
Oh, hey, the rest of you, don't kill them. Those are my children,
Let's
okay?
go to some cards, guys.
I'll do my best.
Let's see what happens there. Oh, it looks like I go first. Oh, no.
Damn.
Wait, do we have a win, lose, or
We do
draw in
not
there?
have
We
a
got
win, lose, or
nothing.
draw.
We just got.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
dear. Oh,
Boy. And I can. I don't have anything to help with my initiative except super speed.
I think the world of myself, and all I have is this gun. I have to let go my ego.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
You're too far away for me to reach, but, you know.
I got him. What
Thank
do you
you.
need? What do you need?
Yeah, both of you, please.
1, 2,
Simultaneous.
3.
Thank you.
Yeah, we do corporal punishment on the show if you step out of line.
It's nothing compared to the beatings I give them before and after the show.
Cow.
All right, so it
Remember
starts
your
out
safe
very
words,
simply.
everyone.
Kronos solidifies the air around Butch and begins constricting it.
Oh.
The other
snap.
5 begin making their way towards yourselves. One of them, you don't even see him. He moves so quickly. He's up on top of the mountain, and then suddenly he is down on the ground. If I can get a D8 and a D6 roll, please.
That's my boy Swift.
Taylor Swift?
Original.
No, just Swift. That's his name, Swift. All
What
the
is
other
your
speedster
parry,
names
Paul?
were taken.
My parry is a 6.
All right, so a 6 is going to match it. It is going to hit. If I can get 2 8-sided dice rolled for damage, please.
I'm not fast enough to block Swift.
No. Unfortunately,
I
you
know.
are not.
Hard to believe, right?
It's ridiculous.
But I don't think 8 is going to beat your toughness, so as quick as it
Boing.
moves to strike you, it doesn't really do much besides slightly move your body.
Okay.
But wow, that kid is fast.
Dang.
Hey.
The individual next to him starts striding down the mountainside towards you, and every step as he's striding down, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger until by the time he's reached the bottom and he's doing these giant 30-foot strides, it's like a small building.
They're wearing clothing?
Yeah.
And getting bigger with him?
Changing, size with him.
Grows with him.
Man, that's a hell of a trick of the perspective.
Why that?
Hashtag fourth wall that can't be Kronos. He hasn't got the flair of Kronos. Real Kronos pulls out 500-ton pillars and gives grand speeches while beating Butch Baker with it. The floor is lava when it is defiled. That ain't Kronos, Nina.
Right? Ain't no way.
Just have to wait and see, I guess. Let's see. Where were we? Oh, yes, the third one takes off from the air. And I'm going to get going after, I think, Warren with this one. If I can get
through the air,
2 8s and a 6 as beams of light blast forth from his hands towards you. And the 7 will hit. If I can get 2 10s rolled for damage, please.
Hey, what's the tall one named?
Gargantua. And Photon's going to hit you for 10 damage there, Warren. Is that going to beat your toughness?
My toughness is 8 + 2.
All right, so that is going to match it. You're going to be getting a shaken result. I'm going to record that over here. That's going to affect whether or not you get to go at all this turn.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's right. The fourth, she flies through the air, but it's not nearly as elegant as when Photon was flying. It's more like wind is kind of carrying her along.
Mm-hmm.
And, howling gusts of wind accompany her as she makes her way down the mountain. And the last of them just does really cool backflips and front flips down the mountain with like a few, handsprings and cartwheels thrown in. It looks really neat, but honestly, it's a lot of wasted movement.
Sure.
That's what I keep telling her.
Yeah, she's just flippy, jumpy, twisty stuff. Looks really great. Would get like a 10 from Olympic judges. Pointless in a combat situation. Yep. And that's going to end it for the ace, which means, Paul. You're going to be next.
Yeah. I got a question.
Shoot.
I have a thing called Monster Slayer.
Yes, you do.
That can give me trait roll bonuses and learn weaknesses and whatnot.
Yes.
If I'm attempting to do that for multiple distinct types of people, would that be multiple rolls?
That would be
multiple
for each
actions?
individual one.
With that in mind.
But each one you do, yeah. You can do this multiple times and have it keep working.
Yeah.
It's not a terrible plan.
I'd like to con Swift and Gargantuan.
Okay. Tell me about this.
Yeah, I'm just going to take a moment while Swift is like slapping me and it's doing nothing. I'm just kind of.
Okay. Gonna do the Monster Slayer on both of them.
And also just take a peek at that big one. See what I can find out.
Okay.
Also, can I stack Sage with that?
Tell us about what Sage does.
So Sage gives me a +4 to any roll that involves acquiring knowledge, essentially. And also it can give me weakness information.
Oh my. Okay. Well, those are definitely going to stack up together. And I
Beautiful.
believe you use the common knowledge skill for this, or what skill are you going to be using this? Is it occult?
Yes, occult. And yeah,
All
Sage
right.
gives me a +4, and gives me special
Well, that
ability.
+4 is going to cancel out 2 points of multi-action penalties, so you're still going to get a +2 to your occult roll on that.
Nice.
Are you sure you just want to do 2 of them?
With the +2, well, I want raises.
Okay.
However,
We all want to raise,
if I can spread the
what's gonna
love
be
and just get a
useful?
+1 against multiple of these dudes, that might actually be worthwhile. So let's spread it to 3. Why not?
Okay.
Go
so
for
you
the
can
gold.
Swift, Gargantua, and who else? do you wanna go
Let's
for?
see who looks like. I mean, let's find out a little more about what this Phonos is.
You
deal
got
is.
it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right, so let's stop with rolling on Swift first. That's going to be your occult skill. What is your occult skill?
That'll be a 10.
All right, I'm going to get a D10 and a D6. You're at 0 penalties because that +4 bonus offsets it. Do you want to take the 2s or do you want to spend a Benny? There are 7 in the store and you have some personals.
I'd like to spend a store Benny.
Spending a store Benny. Let's re-roll that and see if we can do better than a pair of 2s. No, you're going to crit fail that one.
And you cannot re-roll on a crit
Sucks to your ass, Mar.
So you have no idea what Swift's weaknesses are, and in fact, you You are certain that Swift has absolutely no weaknesses and is the most powerful being in the entirety of the metaverse, and you stand no chance against Swift, and neither does anyone else. You're all doomed. But hey, let's move on to the roll against Gargantua. So let's get another D10 and a D6. Hey, an 8 is going to be a success with a raise. What does success with a raise
Success
give you?
with a raise gives me +2 trait rolls to allies, and
Ooh,
also
+2 for everyone.
it reveals weaknesses and special abilities.
Gargantua can increase their size. This also increases their density and their strength. However, there is a distinct drawback that the bigger Gargantua gets, the less agile and, well, less smart Gargantua gets. And these are cumulative effects. So at the house-sized state that Gargantua is at, might have the mind of a toddler.
Okay, and just as trippable.
And just as trippable. Okay. But incredibly strong.
But also runs like a baby, which is adorable.
Don't want to hurt him that bad. Okay.
So anything that would work on a toddler might be effective on Gargantua.
Ooh, try car keys.
Velp, we are getting the jam train started early today. #jam.
No!
I got 9 of those. I'm going to be using those. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
Don't you worry. I've got a fun plan for those just momentarily. And then you're going to get to roll once more on, I like, what was it, Phonos?
Phonos, yeah.
Phonos? It's another D10.
I like, they called him Cronut, which I thought was really cute.
I like Cronut as well.
They're both good.
Ooh, a 9 is a success with a raise. You're going to learn some interesting things.
Beautiful.
You are 100% certain that this is an engineered, created clone using material from the deceased Kronos. Distinctly, well, weaker than the original, which, puts him on par with the most powerful super beings on this planet, but not capable of taking on an army of them like the previous Kronos was.
Okay.
Less able to just ultimately destroy Butch Baker and more of an equal fight for somebody like Butch. You're fairly certain the two are just going to cancel each other out.
Okay.
Both of them have very similar power sets, just different ways of going about it. Butch controls kinetic energy, and Kronos, well, on a subatomic level, manipulates things.
Kick his ass, Butch.
Thank you, rock person.
Slap.
Yes.
Still don't know what that dude's name is.
All right, that's going to take us to Princess Hedgehog.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
It's me.
Now, if you are acting against Gargantuan, you'll get a +2 bonus against Gargantua. Just pointing that out.
Sure.
You can act against any individual, but any trait roll against Gargantua is at a +2 bonus. So keep that in mind going forward.
So, I'm going to cast Fly
Okay.
on myself.
Okay, that's going to be one action. You're doing more than that.
I mean, I was just going to play Peekaboo once I got up to their level.
So you are going to be taking multiple actions. Okay.
Okay, all right,
Let's
yes.
do the spellcasting one first. What do you
Sure.
have for spellcasting?
12.
All right, let's get a D12 and a D6. -2 for multi-acting, because this isn't directly acting against Gargantua. It'd be a 3 and a 2, so that wouldn't succeed. Do you want to spend a penny
I
and
thought I got a
re-roll that?
+2.
Only if you're acting against Gargantua. Your fly spell is just acting for you. That's different.
Okay, I want to spend a
Fine
store
line.
penny.
Spending a store penny, and let's re-roll that 5 and 4 and see if we can do slightly better. 5 and 3 is not going to be better. That's still going to drop down to a 3 and a 1.
All right, I'm going to spend a personal penny.
Spending a personal Benny to try again. Let's Benny up here.
There we
Hey,
go.
That one is going to be a success. You are able to fly. Now, you're going for Peekaboo. Is that what you're going for?
I'm
Is that-
going for Peekaboo.
All right, that
Good,
is
because
going
Patty
to be...
Cake could turn against you at any
It
moment.
really could. Here's the thing. They've got the big mitts, and I'm
Uh-huh.
only small.
Okay, that's very good. All right, so that's going to be Persuasion is what you're going to use. Now, you would get a -2 multi-action penalty, but that's going to be offset by the +2 bonus you get.
Nice.
Thanks to Paul. So
Thanks
what do you
to
have
Paul.
for Persuasion?
For persuasion, I have a 10.
All right, let's get a D10 and a D6 as you attempt to play Peekaboo
Oh.
with Gargantua. And thus begins the ultimate in Peekaboo games with Gargantua.
Peekaboo. Peekaboo.
Which is why I tell him never bigger than a truck.
Who's a big baby?
He is. God, he's
Who's
gonna
a
feel
big
so stupid later.
baby?
He's a teenager. Do you understand what this is gonna do to him? Okay.
Warren, got 5. That puts you next.
Well then, am I able to act even?
You're
You're gonna have to roll against shaken. What is your spirit? Because you get a free chance at the beginning of your turn to come out of being shaken.
Ah, yes, my spirit indeed. It is an 8.
All right, let's get a D8 and a D6 as right off the bat. Let's see if you can throw off that shaken. The 6 aces. Oh yeah, you can toss that off and act. You shrug out of it. It's nothing.
Comfortable. Well,
A little bit of light energy blast, like that's
light
gonna slow
energy.
you down.
They give them their eyes, correct?
Hands.
Their hands. Oh.
He blocked it with his stiff upper lip.
Indeed, this mustache does more than just keep my soup for lunch.
You. Ooh, I got
I've heard a lot of
chills.
things on the show. I think that might actually be the grossest thing I've ever heard.
You know we've had Helen on for like a couple of years now.
That's still the grossest thing I've ever heard on this show.
Thank you. So, who's the closest?
And I've even had a mustache.
Indeed.
Sorry, go ahead.
Who's the closest person to me as I have...
Probably Swift was the closest.
And,
The others are, either flying or making their way down to you or engaged in a giant game of peekaboo.
Well, since I...
You do have like $100 worth of Legos.
100.
So Swift
In
was...
today's economy, that's like $400.
So Swift was running, correct?
Yeah, moving really fast, kind of running in a circle around.
Really fast.
Paul.
But as that is, though, I think we are not untowards in thinking that, again, Legos are not fun to step upon. Now, a lot of them can be broken up very quickly using my skills. I can make implements, little implements, not just the Legos themselves, but quickly putting together little, what are they called?
Caltrops?
Caltrops, thank you, sir. Which, when stepping upon, even at fast rates of speed, would more likely than not go, ow, what the and
So you're just gonna throw down the Legos so they.
I'm going to make the Lego quickly into some sort of, if he's going around and around and we're going to try to strip him up, at which point I can whack him on the head.
So you're attempting to multi-act here. Is that
You're gonna slow him down and then punch him in the noggin.
Okay.
That's what I've got.
You're going to get a -2 penalty for multi-acting, but we're going to start with athletics.
Athletics. For athletics, I've got a lovely 8.
All right, a D8 and a D6.
Yeah.
6 drops to a 4, which is a success. That's going to give you a, either you can make them distracted or vulnerable, your choice.
I say we make them vulnerable.
Vulnerable, okay. Well, that means that's going to give you a +2 bonus, which is going to offset your -2 penalty for your fighting test to follow it up. So what is your fighting skill?
Ah, fighting, yes, here we are. We are at an 8 for fighting as well.
All right, let's get a D8 and a D6. It's a distinct hunt. A 6 is going to match parry, so you're going to hit with that one. And do you have any kind of specialized unarmed combat techniques, or is it just going to be your strength?
Well, my unarmed, yes, I have. I have quite the strength and melee innate attack unarmed. So let's see what else we got here. I think I'm going to go at him. I don't want to use my knife because I don't want to hurt him too much. But a good old-fashioned boxing will stop a young man who's been running in circles for a bit.
And then this old man threw down a bunch of Legos and punched me when I stepped on them.
So what is your strength die?
My strength is 8.
All right, I'm going to get a D8 roll for damage, please. No 6, just the 8.
Ooh.
A 2 is not going to be very much.
We need to do that over, I think.
So reroll?
Just bluffing.
Roll that 8 again. 4s. No, not happening there. You actually managed to trip up and then punch Swift in full run. And you might as well have done nothing. It doesn't.
But he's still vulnerable, so.
Still going to be vulnerable. Yeah, you did not remove that condition.
used
That
the
applies
knife.
to everyone acting against Swift until the end of their next turn.
Oh.
Well then.
So, Might want to
Swift
keep that
is
in mind.
vulnerable, although Paul does not believe that Swift is vulnerable.
No, in fact, Paul, you don't get that bonus no matter what.
So Swift is immortal, the terrifying God King. Okay.
This is the immortal, terrifying God King that you will have nightmares about for the rest of your life. Thankfully, you don't sleep because you're a rock person.
Doesn't matter.
Don't worry,
guys.
I think
It's
by the
not
end of the
that.
episode, he's going to be getting a good spanking. So,
Okay. Illusion broken.
yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Not
And
yet.
then we go to Butch, finishing it out. Butch.
So he just.
Solidify the air, and you can feel it pressing in around you. It's distinctly strong.
Yeah.
But despite, Paul's extra information, this is definitely not Kronos strength. It hurts.
Oh, yeah. It sucks. I hate this.
This is like your level of telekinetic power, but
Bad hug.
it's not Kronos level of telekinetic power because you're still not dead.
For sure, which is awesome. But basically, it's solidified air. So I'm going to agitate it so it heats up, I guess, to its next state.
Yes.
Plasma, I would assume. And I'm going to send it flying back at Kronos.
Fair enough. That's going to be a pair of focus rolls. So I'm going to need a D10 and a D6.
Made it warm in the thick, did you?
The 6 aces. Oh, yeah, you are able to warm the air up around you before projecting it forward. One more D10 and D6. As you project it forward towards Kronos.
Kronos.
Good too.
Oh,
That's
son of a
good.
bitch. How come I didn't see that before?
Because you didn't write
Is that
the
good enough to
episode.
hit?
No, a 1 and a 5 is not
I
gonna
am.
be good enough.
I'm all about using a Benny then.
You want to use a store Benny or a personal
No,
Benny?
this is.
This time it's personal.
I'm an NPC. I don't
Oh
think
yeah,
I can
you
use
can't
those.
use
Yeah,
store
I can't
Bennies.
use
You're
those.
an NPC. All right, let's roll that 10 and 6 one more time. Still not going to be good enough.
Okay, then I will use a Jam the Works.
Okay.
Oh.
Use a jam the works down and roll again.
Oh my God.
Even if I don't make it.
Nope, not gonna work.
Not gonna work. All right.
Use
so
another
I'm-
one. Use another one.
I'm not gonna use any more. I just wanted.
I'll be vetoing that.
I'm not gonna use NPC abilities more than once per round, no matter what.
Okay.
I've already found a way to cheat the system. Let's not take advantage.
It's true.
But it's jam the words.
I know. I hate them too, but maybe I can steal one of those edges later. And we'll
Well, let's see what the next round of cards gives us. Oh, look, I go first again.
Son of a.
I
How
thought we
did
the
it?
same card.
Ugh.
All right, fine.
Okay, so solidifying the air didn't work. Let's do something a little more vicious.
Yeah,
The old Butch Baker this time. Let's solidify Butch Baker.
Oh yeah, that's great. He's
All
gonna.
of the liquid inside Butch Baker.
That
turn
seems
it
like a
to
thing you should be
solid
able to
state.
do. Yeah.
Let's try that at least. So if I can get a 10
All of
and
the
a
moving
6
stuff,
roll.
he's gonna make stop moving.
He just makes you hard.
To the god of movement.
Yes. Another 10 and 6, please. It's enough for a basic success, but not a raise. So it slows things down inside of Butch, but doesn't bring them to a stop. It is distinctly, horrifyingly painful,
Oh yeah.
but not deadly.
Good.
Let's move on to the others as Kronos and Butch continue to duel.
Lovely.
Well, at this point, the back flippy, twisty reflex has made her way all the way down. And she's going to throw some knives at Princess Hedgehog.
All the way up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sarah, no. Sarah, no.
Bully.
I'm so sorry about her.
If I can get a 10 and a 6
Knives.
rolled, please.
Can you?
With the multi-action penalty, that's not going to hit. Give me a 10 and a 6 for the second knife. Also not going to hit, and a 10 and a 6 for the third knife.
There were 3 of them?
Oh, yeah. 3 knives in rapid succession fly at you, but don't manage to land.
And that's why we hold on to our knives, Sarah. Damn it.
Yeah. Not so great.
Hey there, sweetie. It's okay. We can talk about it later.
But we're going to kind of team up on you, as now Squall has made her way down, flying upon the winds that she conjures. And, well, because I'll never get to say this again on this entire show, she's going to blow you.
Away.
Thank you.
One moment.
So,
That's my kid, dude.
tweaked that or? Get a
Can I get an
bonus?
8 and a 6 roll, please?
No.
Leo's probably going to roll 69.
Oh, that's 6 ace. It's quite the blow.
Oh my!
I thought it
6
sucked.
plus 3 is 9.
Yep, 6 plus 3 is 9. Nice.
Nice.
All right.
Hard to swallow.
No.
Poor Princess
is-
Hedgehog.
She spits. Okay. Well,
Poor Princess Hedgehog flies through the sky, spinning end over end over end.
Oh, she was blowing me.
Yeah.
See, that would have been a different reaction. I thought.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no! No!
Okay, so as I fly away, I go whee.
Yeah, you just got blown away.
Hey.
Twisting and spinning through the air. That's going to put a stop to that game of peekaboo.
oh. Now he's going to get mad.
Yes. That indeed is precisely what happens next. Gargantua removes, and no Princess Hedgehog, no one to play peekaboo, and the dark, stormy toddler tantrum face sets in.
Oh shit! Here it comes.
It was.
Incredibly loud
Squall.
screaming, followed by smashing the ground. Let's go ahead and get a D10 and a D6 roll, please.
Surely, though, that means that.
We're going to have a 4 there.
He's
That
gonna
means
turn
everyone
on
that's
Squall.
on the ground is going to need to roll against a 4 with a athletics or strength roll to remain on their feet. We'll start with the 2 heroes on the ground. Warren, what is your strength or athletics? You choose which.
Let's see. Let's use my my strength is an 8, as is my athletics, so doesn't
Okay,
matter.
so an 8 and a 6 to see if Warren stays standing. 4 is good enough. You're going to stay standing.
Excellent,
Strength
I'm
or
standing.
athletics, Paul?
Strength D12.
All right, a D12 and a D6. It is difficult to knock Paul over. Paul also needs to. However, that we're going to have Swift also needs to see if they fall over. They
Ooh,
happen to
fall
be
over
on the ground.
onto the Legos.
Yeah, that's only going to be a
No.
D8 and a D6 there. Let's
mark.
see if poor Swift falls onto the Legos.
Ooh.
And with a critical failure,
Wow.
Swift doesn't just fall on the Legos.
God!
Oh, this is so bad.
Yeah, it is the full-on tumbling, roll,
Oh.
bounce,
Ooh.
bounce. Yeah, Legos sticking into the skin and into the rubberized suit. It's painful to watch. It's so bad.
More like leg owls.
Well, there goes his cross-country scholarship. I hope you're happy.
Yeah, that's
I'm sorry. You need to have a conversation with one of your children over that one.
yeah, that one's
2 of
very
your children
painful.
over that one.
Did he
And,
hurt anyone?
Hmm?
Did he hurt anyone?
Yep, Gargantua did.
Who?
Swift.
Even a god can bleed.
It seems so. And I also need a D12 and a D6 for Reflex, who is also on the ground. 4, good enough.
Yeah, Reflex will get out of the way. Literally what she does.
Kind of has a thing for it. Doesn't even seem to phase her in the midst of the handspring, flippy-do, twisty thingies. Does she ever stop doing that?
Yeah. Absolutely. Got to sleep sometime, right?
Yeah. Pretty much all she seems to do, which leaves us with Photon, who's going to continue to try and light you up.
Ah! Jolly good try, young master Litty Fingers.
Let's get an 8 and a 6 rolled against Warren there. Needs a 4 to hit. 5 will hit.
Ooh.
I can get
What's
2
your parry?
D10 rolled. Parry won't matter. It's a light
it's
blast.
shooting,
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's right. 13 damage, and this time with that 8 toughness yours, that's going to be enough to inflict a wound, unless you want to burn a Benny and try and
Do
soak.
it.
Oh yes, I was definitely burned that.
Personal
Benny.
or store?
Let's do store bennies.
Store Benny is going to get used. What is your vigor? Warren.
Oh, my vigor is 8.
All right, let's roll a D8 and D6 and see if Warren can soak the wound. Oh, yeah, you're going to soak that. It's just a little bit of light burning on the skin. It's a nice tan. Yeah, you're going to get a nice tan.
I've
from it.
had worse from sushi.
I don't want to know.
No, I don't want to know. Let's see who's next on the cards. Oh, it looks like, well, Warren, you're going to be next.
How,
Swift is down.
Swift is down. Yeah, out and down and out, or just down?
Still moving, but there's like mostly groaning and like yelping and.
Good.
Is that crying? Yeah. That's crying.
Oh.
Let's see. What have I got at my disposal here? I've got my brains and my survival knife, and don't want to kill anyone. A flippy girl. How close are they to me?
Not too far. You could get to her pretty quickly.
Not too far. You know, a teenage girl, is it?
Oh, don't do that.
So my rubber suit, is it?
Yes.
Oh no.
Probably rather taut, is it?
Butch says under his breath,
Yes.
oh, don't do that.
So using my amazing knife throwing abilities.
Oh no.
You see, my thought is, if I throw my knife and cut that suit just right, it'll pop off of her, at which point she'll become so embarrassed, she will no longer be able, she'll just cover herself and squeal and run away, and no longer be able to fight.
You know, she throws knives, right?
Right,
Never
but
mind.
still,
Never mind.
I mean, but her bosom will be exposed, and what young lady will continue to fight with her bosom exposed?
How many young ladies have you met?
In 1890? Probably 4 total.
I mean, you're not going to be exposing your ankles.
There is no way
Dear
this
God.
can possibly go wrong for you to throw a knife at someone named Reflex. What is your athletics?
My athletics, you say. That's an 8.
All right, get a D8 and a D6, please. That
Oh, shit.
Stop it.
becomes a 12. Can I get a D12 and a D6 rolled, please? Let's use a jam that works and roll that again. Let's use another jam that works and roll that again. I'm not accepting a failure. Let's use another
Give her a
jam.
dodge. Just give her dodge and you've got it.
Oh, come on now.
Dodge is not good enough. Come on, Leo.
So my amazing accuracy.
Are you hitting the Jonomox button?
Seems to me that someone must accept their fate.
All right. One more jam that works. Roll it again.
And do it right.
Son of a gun.
Ah! It's just a knife.
You see, there was one time when I was walking through the Amazon. And
Doesn't she get her to use her parry score anyway?
Not when it's thrown.
Oh, I thought that was part of the reflex power, that they could use it to dodge bullets and stuff too.
Oh, she could match the roll. She'd catch it and throw it back
Right.
as a free action. but
Didn't manage.
Couldn't beat a
Yes.
12. Yeah.
I told you.
Can't catch every knife, apparently. And in this case, you do manage to hit with your called shot, which, yeah.
Was to the chest.
Yeah. And while, yes, it does accomplish what you're going for, that the uniform is split, there is also, the blood part. What's the listed damage for that knife?
Oh no.
Well, then I was much more delicate than that with my throw. I'm a professional. What is the damage of this thing? Strength plus D4.
All right, so a D8 and a D4 rolled for damage. 4, not a lot of damage, so
It just cuts it off like I planned. Just indeed as I planned.
And
Boing.
I'm gonna pretend like that was on accident.
And there is a crime now being committed. Now you're going to have to go and knock on people's doors.
Y'all needed something from me, right?
She was barely harmed. She's out of the fight. She's learned a lesson, hopefully.
For once, the flipping, twisting, cartwheeling stuff stops.
Remember that part in Spaceballs where they shot her hair? You're gonna want to watch out.
The high-pitched screaming begins.
Yeah, here it comes.
And the running. Who's next on the cards?
Hedgehog.
Oh, it me? No.
Oh, wait.
Oh, it is Paul.
Paul.
next.
Paul.
Someone told me to get
So,
creative.
gargantuan.
Throwing a tantrum.
Okay, still.
Just smashing the ground,
gargantuan
causing a small
tantrum.
earthquake.
Okay. I'd like to accomplish something akin to a confusion kind of thing
Okay.
by walking up to Gargantuan and getting their attention with something very simple, just talking in soothing tones, you know, simple concepts, simple shapes and colors, and then gradually ramp it up into quantum physics and see if I can somewhere in that line make it just a little too much for them to.
So you're gonna Mensa exam them?
I'm just looking to kind of give them a little brain fry, just verbally.
My
See-
God,
see
he
if that's
smarted me to
possible.
death.
Well, that is going to require a skill that you're not particularly great at to break through, which is
Academics? Yeah.
persuasion in this case. Yes. But hey, you get a +2 bonus because of the whole Monster Slayer bit.
Get a +2.
So if I get a D4 and a D6 rolled from Paul, adding 2 to the result, attempting to influence.
Oh, damn.
Do you want to take a 1 and a 2, or do you want to spend a store of personal Benny and try
I'll
and do better?
spend a personal. Let's go for it.
Personal Benny spent. Let's roll that 4 and 6 one more time. Try and do better. A 6 is fairly decent. You don't get the full-on 1,000-yard stare out of it, but the earthquake has stopped, and all focus is on you, and you can almost see the gears turning inside of Gargantua's head as he's trying to keep up, failing miserably.
So
Try.
if you look at a record, the inside moves at the same rate as the outside, but the you know, and so forth. That's the whole action. I didn't declare 2
none of
things.
this, none of this surprises you, Butch, as you know, Gargantua has always been terrible in all academic subjects.
Aww.
She can shrink too. It makes her smarter. She just doesn't like to be small.
Oh. It's more fun than you'd think.
Wait,
And
Gargantua's
now I
a boy.
believe it is Princess Hedgehog's turn.
Now it's my turn. Okay, so I've gone off flying.
Yeah, end over end over end over end. You've come to a stop, but you're about 50 yards from where you were.
Okay. Let's see. Reflex out for the count. Swift out for the count. Gargantua engaged. What's the story with Photon and Squall?
Both flying around. Photon, it's very, you know, it's agile and quick and good flying. Squall seems to, you know, be carried by winds, and it's really erratic and
Okay.
doesn't look all that comfortable.
Sure.
Had to
sure.
take some time to get used to that.
So what I'm going to attempt to do, and don't tell me if it's not going to work. It's going to
oh,
work.
I won't.
It's totally gonna work.
Is I'm going to cast Havoc and blow the storm out from under Squall.
Oh, I love that.
All right. Give me a D12 and a D6 for spellcasting.
Okay.
6 aces. 6 aces again.
Oh,
And
shit.
becomes a 14. That's going to be opposed by a D10 and a D6 trying to beat 14.
No.
And those are not going to work. Yeah, you scatter the winds. I mean, the winds are still there. They're just going in totally different directions. This causes the flying to become falling.
With like little gusts catching occasional.
That's good to leave a mark.
And she hits the ground. It is not with like a wet crunching sound,
Oh,
thankfully.
thank God. I've used
Right.
a few
More of a
PowerPoints. I'm going to need
You
them.
still get a come on.
But it is distinctly a face plant.
They're young, they bounce.
I've got healing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, there might be some
So are you magic?
bruises or
Oh,
broken
yeah.
bones.
Ooh.
You can tell me it's magic? Look at me,
Well,
boo.
you're waving your hands around and saying funny words when you do stuff. I just assumed.
So am I, but it's just the mushrooms.
I too am the mushrooms. Hey, what's up?
I got that too.
Did you see me throw that knife? Oh my God.
Don't talk to me about that knife. I'm pretending it didn't happen. I'm really mad about it right now, Will.
I guess we're going to go to you. Baker, you're in a lot of pain. Your
Yeah.
body's slowed down from the inside. But again, it's just continuing to prove to you that this is kind of like you said, this Kronos is Kronos Light. Just
Yes,
doesn't have
you
the
can
juice.
absolutely cause me immense discomfort.
But you're also fairly convinced it's kind of equal. You don't think you can really beat Kronos any more than you think he can beat you.
Don't think I need to.
Ooh, big man on campus.
You got any blasty things?
I got blasty things.
Yeah?
Yeah. What do you need blasted? I got you.
Oh, blast that guy next time you get a chance.
Cool. Not the kids.
Huh?
Never mind. Ignore me.
Nope. I got that. So I'm going to do multi-action.
All right, what are you
Both
going for?
going to be focus rolls. The first one, what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to create the kinetic version of a wind tunnel. Like...
A wind tunnel.
Okay, you know how like if you throw a dart at something, maybe you'll hit it, but if the wind's there, you can't do it?
Yeah.
Think about, but you shoot it through a blowgun?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm basically making a tube for her to fire her spell through to get past any of his normal defenses using just like getting through that molecular shield with my own kinetic shield, just creating like a little pinhole.
So you're
because I know magical F him up. I know it will.
So you're reducing the relative magical friction in the air.
I'm reducing all of the friction in the air for like an area about that big in a single direction.
So essentially what you did when you fought Kronos the first time, but on a smaller scale?
On a smaller scale, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm basically creating a big rifle barrel for her to fire a fireball through, hopefully making that impact much more forceful.
Okay, and then what's the second action?
The second thing I'm going to do is I'm just gonna, make everything that the little ones think is up actually be down.
Okay.
It's just really just flipping their perceptions of up and down and the way that they are affected by those things.
All right, multi-action means you're going to be at -2, so...
I am aware.
Let's get a D10 and a D6 rolled.
Wait, hold on before... Okay, never mind.
Hang on, stop that. Those two don't count.
Before you do that, is there an edge that'll give me a bonus on this focus roll?
Yeah, there is.
What is it?
It's power focus.
I'm going to use power focus.
So you're going to steal one of my skinning education?
I am. I warned you I was going to maybe do that at some point, and we have more to do in this episode. I'm sure of it. So yeah, I'm taking that fucker from you.
Stealing one of mine. So that's going to offset it. You're going to be at straight rolls. So a 10 and a 6. And while they can't see me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. 16 for that first one.
Thanks. And that second one, again, a 10 and a 6. And again, while I'm off camera. Leo?
Everybody's getting birdies. Little birdies flying around everywhere.
Indeed. Call me Larry.
All right, let's do out another round of cards and see what happens.
Oh.
I don't go first this time.
And I sure do go last. I'm gonna burn a Benny to draw again.
All right, personal or store?
I have 2 personal left. Let's do personal.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you
buddy.
You're going to be going right after Butch, who gets to follow up going last with going first. That is one
Which
of the
is like the
distinct
coolest
cool
things that happens in Savage Worlds.
It allows you to do pretty wild stuff. You've got some momentum going. What now?
How are they reacting to the sudden switch up?
It's so quick, you haven't even gotten the chance for anything to go down yet.
But I have a feeling that it worked because I rolled real good. I just felt like the power did what it was supposed to do.
Real good.
You've got a grip on your powers today, better than you even usually do. I mean, that was just easy.
All right. Well, then I'm going to make sure that there's a nice cushion for them to fall on, so they don't take any. I'll do another power roll and make sure that they only take
D10,
non-lethal
D6,
damage.
+2 this time because, well, you're only doing the one action and you still have the power focus edge. So that's 6. You're going to create a pretty decent ground cushion.
Good. They my kids.
Oh, yeah.
Princess.
All right. It's time to cast Firebolt down that wind tunnel.
As a free action, I'm going to shout Kamehameha.
So which one of your offensive ones are you going with? Are you going with the bolt
I
one? Or are you
assumed.
going-
Whichever one does the most damage. Even if
Oh,
it's area effect, it'll still be
It'll
inside
still-
his force field.
I
so
mean,
it's
they
just
both
gonna-
do. They both do 2d6 of damage.
You can spend more points to do more
I
damage.
can. It.
Put some.
Okay.
Put some.
It is essentially the same, except Firebolt uses fewer power points somehow.
Then put as many
Single
power points
target.
as you can into
yes,
that.
Yes. So can I stack my +2 damages?
No, you can only do that
Only
once,
do it
but
once.
there's some things over in that upper corner in the tiny print.
Oh, good lord.
And I'm pretty
know,
sure
like-
my thing helped.
Armor piercing is up there.
Oh,
for one of
great.
them.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so we're going to start with a basic Firebolt, which is a 1, and then
Increase the
we'll
damage.
increase the damage, which is 2 power points.
And then how
It's
many
armor
points of armor piercing do
piercing.
you want it to have?
3, obvi.
Okay, so
All right.
AP 6 on it.
Right. In addition to whatever I gave her, which I imagine just adds to AP.
Oh no, it's going to add to the damage. So we're still going to need a spellcasting roll from you. So that's a D12 and a D6.
Yeah.
Let's see how successful. Oh, the 12.
Oh! That's the thing I wanted to happen.
Okay, so it's going to be a success with a raise, which would normally make it a 4d6 casting. But
I
it's
got a
actually going to
success
become a
with a raise.
6d6 casting because of the wind tunnel created by Butch Baker. So we're going to get 6d6 damage. That's 6 six-sided dice, not 66. With an AP
It could be
of
66.
6. It could. One of those
Ooh.
ace.
Nice, nice.
So we're going to get 26 damage, AP 6. You launch this bolt of fire through the wind tunnel. And you can almost see the energy shimming around where there should be a shield in front of this Chronos guy. It just goes right through it and hits him right in the face.
Oh. Going for the nuts.
The
I
metal
usually do, is
faceplate
the thing.
melts part of the way and fuses to the skin. You can smell
You
the
just
cooking
got Dr.
flesh.
Doomed!
Yeah. You could smell the cooking flesh and hair. It is
barbecue.
horrible.
Oh, I'm so used to that smell now, though.
Yeah,
Right?
it is
We've
it's a
toasted
terrible
some nuts
thing.
on this show.
Indeed.
And the screaming that accompanies with is really the most uncomfortable part. It's high pitched.
Try maintaining mental control over 98 superpowered children with that.
Yeah, and some things change immediately upon that. Shrieking, he kind of crumbles to the ground in a fetal position. Steam hissing and smoke still coming off of the top of his head. His robe's on fire too. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
His robe is on fire.
That sucks. Up!
Poor guy's in a fetal position, robe on fire, face melting, and the rubber-suited kids all kind of stop what they're doing, the ones that can, and have very confused looks on their faces. Except for, Gargantua, who didn't need to stop what they were doing and already had a confused look on their face.
Sure.
They continue to have a confused look on their face, staring at Paul.
G, down. Little G, go on. You are all grounded.
What happened?
This guy here. Lunch.
Where did he go?
Hopefully, by the time he recovers, he'll be well out of the atmosphere, and I won't have to think about it for a couple of days.
A few minutes later, a large group of children come out of the top of that mountain fortress, looking very confused, bewildered, and lost.
So, why are you in Europe?
Well, I think it's safe to say that they got kidnapped, right? You got kidnapped?
Look, don't just
I don't
corroborate
remember.
their stories. These are troublemakers. Every one of them.
I don't remember.
Sure.
They came
We
for
were-
the waffles.
We were at the school, and I don't remember.
They were clearly being mind controlled.
Darius, you're the responsible one. I pointed like obviously the smallest, youngest kid.
Yes.
Whose fault is this?
We were at lunch, and then we were here, and there was a loud noise and a flash of light. Yeah, a loud noise and a flash of light. And there's like some kind of lab up here. It's weird.
Oh yeah, no, this is your first villain. They do this. They love to build these big labs. We'll go check it out. We'll salvage what we need.
Half of it's wrapped in caution tape. I think they borrowed it from somebody else.
Okay, Let's get the older kids that can walk.
And there's like a dead guy up there too.
Oh,
There's a
of
dead
course there is.
guy?
Probably the scientist that created the clone.
He is in a lab coat.
Yeah. Somebody cloned Cronus. This was Cronus. Or that was Cronus. I know.
Give him the
You
old-
guys got kidnapped by Cronus. You know what that means?
Cool is that?
Ice cream party.
Ice cream
And don't
party?
tell mom.
Yeah, normally, yes, but the mansion is exploded again. So you know what that means? Hilton for a week. Same as every time. Same as every time.
Is the honor guy going to pick up the bill again?
He doesn't know it, but yes.
I don't want a life
Extra
lesson,
ice
I
cream!
just want ice cream. My motto.
Well, you seem to have solved Butch Baker's problem. Now the question is, can he help solve yours?
Butch!
Buddy.
Friend, pal. No, we're not friends. You don't like friends. Well then.
I like friends just fine.
All right.
I just know all my friends, and you guys are still strangers.
Sure.
Well, stranger
Wait,
than
we
most, I
only
do
get
say.
stranger the more you get to know us.
Oh, okay. So tell me, like, seriously, what's your deal, guys?
Oh, okay.
Big guy.
Yes, please. Elucidate us.
We are members of an elite team tasked with maintaining peace in the metaverse.
Oh, the Reliance.
Yes, we
Pierce's
are.
ragtag group. That was the first one he sent out.
So you've heard of us.
Oh yeah, very
Really good.
We're super
very
cool.
popular program on the council. People have been loving it. I mean, that's why we obviously you're the prototype for what we're doing now, which is amazing.
When the signal gets through.
Yeah.
What?
And the
Sometimes
sound.
when we go into the deepest reaches.
No, I mean you guys had very little experience, but your missions were clear. You seemed to get everything done. I mean that's why we sent out the other teams.
Other teams?
Other teams.
Well, you think 5 guys can just go and fix everything the metaverse has a problem with?
I mean, you guys did.
There were a lot more than 5 of us.
Well, it
Sure,
weren't us,
sure.
though.
You guys are preemptive. Yeah, no, that.
So there are a
But you're
lot
team
more
one.
teams
That's
going.
not-
Okay. So if you have been following our exploits, which it sounds like you've been.
Well, I've been
following
listening to
our-
the minutes when I go to meetings. When I bother.
Oh. So there's a lot going on
Wait a
that
bit.
maybe hasn't made it into the minutes.
Okay, yeah. Talk to me. What's going on?
Some new things have come to light, namely how to broach this. We're looking to make contacts with some members of the council for the sake
I'm on
of.
the council.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, you are, and.
That's why we're here.
We are worried that while we are not trying to defy the council per se, we are concerned about the direction that some of their actions taken and some of the effects that has already apparently had in time.
But you guys have been successful. they never have anything but good things to say about you. I mean, except
They
right
say
there
good
at the
things
beginning.
about us?
They did after I heard about the Hitler thing. Was that you guys? That was you? Was that
That
you? Which
was
one of you
us.
did that? That was
It was
ballsy.
Yes, Joan
Yes.
Marks.
Okay, is that a alien swear word? I love it.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Don't get it on your shoes, whatever you're doing.
Actually, yes.
From what you recall from your files on Butch Baker, being direct and not bullshitting is definitely going to be the way to go.
Okay.
He's a straightforward.
Sometimes people use the word
cut
mutiny in
Gotcha.
a very negative sort of way.
And,
Oh, we're talking about a mutiny. That's why we're dancing around this. Okay, so
and he's been through some dark, sinister stuff from, well, his friends. As he said in
Have
the
you
past.
ever-
So he's not adverse to hearing that.
Okay.
yeah, give it to me straight, guys.
Brass tacks.
Please.
You done messed up, or will mess up.
Messing is happening.
I mean, I'm a vote. I didn't really put this into. So not successful then?
No.
In a sense, yes. In many senses, no.
Okay. What do you need from me?
Your support.
In what way? I'm not going off world for anybody.
No, but you do have a certain amount of pull with Crash.
Ah. You're trying to get to the kid.
We are trying to make it so that he even hears us.
Does he seem like the type not to listen?
In this case, yes.
Okay.
I don't know if things have changed since he knew you, but he honestly thinks he is doing the right thing. I don't believe he would ever do something intentionally adverse, but unfortunately his attempts to do good are actually creating...
So you're trying to gain some goodwill before you do something bad?
Yes.
Or before we do something
In the eyes of the
subverts
council.
something bad. I mean, yes. Good and bad is subjective.
Yeah.
The
Tell you what.
victor writes history, etc.
Kid's usually right. Doesn't mean he's always right, and it certainly doesn't mean he's infallible. So I can promise you that I will put in a good word that he will listen.
Okay.
The best I've got right now.
That's everything we wanted.
But he's got a lot of responsibilities,
Yes.
and
And it's just possible that with all of those
he
responsibilities...
has to make hard decisions now.
He may have...
He's not even managing the teams.
Yeah. So
That's
I
Rosie and
missed
Wyatt.
something.
Yeah, I'll at least see if I can get him to listen, but I don't have any sway with anybody but him on the council, just so we're clear. My vote is my vote.
Of
His
course.
vote is his vote.
Of course. We know.
All right, and I don't know how I'll vote because I haven't heard all the facts yet, and I don't have a lot of time to listen to them because I would like to rebuild my home before my
Sure.
wife gets home from Space Cop.
Do you have a copy
I
of the
was
files?
I was just thinking, yeah, I can get you some. I can condense it if you like. Give you the crib notes version with annotations and supporting evidence if you would like.
Yeah, no, the more detailed, the better.
So super granular.
I love manuals.
Okay, I give the most detailed rundown of events that I can provide.
Perfect.
God, this is heavy.
Paper.
Yeah,
Real classy, guys.
that's what we do.
Real classy.
So classy.
Yes,
You
I'm-
said you wanted manuals.
You like fly around a spaceship and you don't have computers?
It's renewable.
Thumb drive? Nothing? Great.
I've got a thumb. Where do you want to drive?
Ah, yeah.
Look, I don't know if
Guy
you've
from
ever...
the 1800s. Wacky. I'm going to go home. Do you need a ride somewhere?
I mean...
I think we can get.
I
picked
could
up.
use a bit of lunch, maybe.
He's got too many kids to worry about.
All right.
He's making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches from now until dusk.
Peanut butter.
And
Team,
jelly.
this is Pierce. Status report, please.
Oh,
Oh.
Butch is on board. Well, he's not literally on board. He's gonna read all of the information and make up his mind, but he is listening. So, I mean, unless you wanted to be on
So
board,
we didn't kill
could
you.
beam
That's
up or
great.
something.
Or capture you and
Oh,
bag you.
we fought Kronos.
You what?
Yeah, I firebombed his face with
Kronos is
help.
dead, guys.
Oh, yes, of course he is. We just
Very,
killed
very
him.
dead.
Who are you talking to?
Piers.
Oh. Tell him I said hi. Ask how the family is.
How's the family, Pierce?
Who said that?
Butch?
Ask him how his vacation in Sentinel City was.
So I wonder where your vacation's been. You guys must be very close friends. We don't have time for this right now, though. Should we go build a house or something?
I'm very uncomfortable.
Is that chicken shit in orbit right now?
Hey, chicken shit, are you in orbit?
No, I am not in orbit.
I'm taking that as a yes. I'm going to go knock. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna pick you guys up. We're getting out of here now.
Is he running?
Now, before it picks us up, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, we'll happily stick around and help with the
I
kids.
just want him to think I'm going to chase him.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
And
Good
Butch,
shape, good
with
shape.
children in tow, takes off, leaving you sitting here for a few long minutes at this plane of destruction for the Reliance lands.
I gather the Legos.
Another successful mission,
lot.
friends.
Yeah. And your poor gun. Who likes that rifle?
I just did quite a bit.
We can make you another one with the replicator, I'm sure.
But will it ever be the same?
No.
Maybe it'll be better.
Princess Hedgehog, while I'm very impressed that you took down fake Kronos, Warren Winston William III, you took down a Titan that day. And my respect for you has grown immeasurably. I know that now that I'm on a team with you, we can't but win.
We will but win, and but win good.
Thank you for saving my life. I was a goner, I knew it.
Well, I won't take you for granted.
Well, welcome back aboard.
Gonna get rocked.
Glad you got Bush on board. Other members of the team have helped out Zeus.
Oh.
Zeus is sort of on board. I guess he doesn't really even go to the meetings anymore, apparently. At least that's what Jonamox was telling me. Jonamox?
No. We had to do some labors.
Some labors.
Yeah, labors. Zeus required labors.
Mm-hmm.
I heard he's good at getting people in a situation where they go into labor.
Not like that. Freakishly, I was surprised. I was even prepared to do
A little shape-shifty.
Yeah. You know, Bugs Bunny does Girl Bunny.
Oh, sure.
It's one of my favorite tricks. That was my plan for Zeus. But instead, what ended up happening was he had us go out for a latte.
Oh.
Okay.
And do you know who Sisyphus is?
Yes,
Sisyphus.
Sisyphus. He rocks again and again every time I see him.
Yeah, the guy with the rock. Okay, so we had to like we had to help this guy push a rock and then fight off some like vulture ladies and all while not spilling the coffee.
Wow.
And then we had to like issue a sincere sounding apology to the guy.
Huh. And it worked?
I guess so. Yeah, he went home grumbling, and Zeus got his coffee, and then he lightning bolted us all back to the ship.
Wow.
Sounds like an infernally hard time.
Yeah. I mean,
3 for 3, guys. 3 for 3. Come on.
Well done. Well done.
I mean, on board doesn't seem like it's as big a deal as we might think it is. I think it just means that these guys specifically won't come after us.
That's progress.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in.
We got any other juicy intel?
Did you guys meet Butch Baker?
We did meet Butch Baker. He's so cool.
Kind of abrasive gentleman. I'm sure he grows on you after time.
Big vice.
From what I understand, he does not.
Oh,
well then.
For
Those
sure.
poor children.
Well, hey, good mission all the way around, guys. I've got to go bandage up some.
We can talk about the next part. We can talk about the next part, right?
Yeah. I
What's
mean,
the next part?
I guess it was only harpy wounds. He'll be fine.
So, we've got some, dragon horde, right? Some fun stuff for you to catalog, right? That's just kind of the tip of the iceberg, as they like to make the phrase for there. There's some stuff out there in the metaverse that makes even our teleporting skull look like small potatoes.
Yeah.
Particularly stuff from metaverses that aren't around anymore.
Oh.
There's a lot of them.
Wow.
Well,
Right.
They had potatoes.
they're not around though.
No, not exactly. So there's this place, right? Imagine an entire metaverse dedicated to games of chance and competitions and game shows and, all kinds of other fun and entertainment stuff. Yeah, it's a great place, right? Wild place. Well, the people who run it have this vault, and it's got stuff in it from, like, the furthest reaches of the metaverse, like multiple versions of Excalibur. And
I could definitely do with like a half dozen Excaliburs.
And like a lot of the things, and I know about it because for a long time I used to run with some guys. We used the ship, we stole stuff, and that's where we fenced it.
Oh.
So we're going to go.
So it's a vault full of all this stuff, and we're going to break in and steal it.
And a place full of likes to game.
It's a heist. It's a heist.
We're going to Ocean 11 this shit.
Cool.
Something like that. It's going to be a little more complicated than that. We might have to participate in a game of chance or two. I mean, it should be no problem at all, though.
This does sound really easy.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Barely an inconvenience.
Because, I know the odds.
That may they be ever in your favor, sir.
Indeed.
Wait a minute.
I see.
Don't like the sound of that.
We're going to go
you
cheat and
allowed?
then steal.
Yes.
Oh,
Cheat.
but in order to get there, we're going to have to lie and then cheat and then steal. This
So,
might be the best mission ever.
I can't
I'll be
wait.
taking field command of this mission, as those are my 3 greatest talents in the universe.
You
Okay,
forgot.
I can't
You
wait.
forgot running away, which you'll have to do at the
Afterwards.
end. Oh my God, this is perfect for you.
So yeah, gonna take field command. It's gonna be great.
Now, are we going to worry about the fact that literally none of your other plans have worked out the way you hoped?
Oh no, this one is in the bag.
Great.
Well,
Cool.
there's like a 13% chance it's in the bag.
13 is not good.
Why do I have a feeling that that's all the time we have for today?
Never tell me the
Because that is all the time we have for today. Hey everybody, don't tune in next week because it's a holiday Monday and we're not gonna be here.
It's true.
That's right. Next week we are.
It's the bunny
taking,
day.
Yeah, the bunny Monday off.
That's
Go out
another
and
bunny.
We're going to be so sick from chocolate eggs.
Yeah.
be nice to a bunny on that Monday. And in fact, you should always be nice to bunnies, but
Right.
be extra nice to bunnies.
Extra
on that
ginger
Monday.
and garlic.
Extra nice.
I have 2 at home.
Yes, bunnies are great. Or if you're like me, get one down at the supermarket. And,
Awesome pepper.
James is a bad man.
Very bad.
Yeah.
man. With good
Yes.
taste.
Very, very bad. But hey, we will be back the week after that.
We will.
We're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a heist.
Yeah, it's going to be a
Or
heist.
the start of a heist, or maybe an attempt at a heist. I mean, I really don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I honestly have no idea what's going to happen on that
I
episode.
don't.
And why is that?
Because it hasn't been written yet.
Because I'm not writing it.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I
this,
won't even be sitting here.
this could potentially go hinky for all of us, any of us.
It's gonna go bad for all of us.
Yeah.
What does
In the bag.
pinky rhyme
I
with?
may stay home.
Ooh, stinky, pinky, thinky.
Don't say stinky pinky, sir.
Wanky.
Slinky.
Oh my God, this is getting so good. Well, see you next time then.
Yeah, so
right.
make sure you check out the Reliables Twitter, check out the Reliables webpage, check out the TFN and all the fun stuff we've got there. Check out Zoe Game Night because it is fun times. And we'll see you the next time we're in here. And hopefully there won't be the reliable problems with our technical difficulties.
Oh,
and Leo will do things right.
God,
Leo was
messing
perfect.
everything up for everybody
It's
all
the
the
ghost
time.
in the machine that's the problem.
If the ghost's name is Leo, yes.
Oh,
Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Thank you.